Old Uncle Fester. Welcome, bow betters. Welcome, people. Welcome. We're getting the cigar stuff ready. Doing cigar things and tea things, right? Let me get my channel up and get this thing in a tripod. Yeah, it's actually working. That is crazy. There we go. All right. Yeah. Boom. There we go. That way. Hopefully it's getting charged, but that's okay. The camera's not so good. It's this way. It doesn't matter. Yeah. I guess I'm there. I guess I'm in the center. I could put it closer to me. Yeah, you can hear me. I'm still smoking. We're gonna smoke this sucker. Just chilling out. Yeah, that looks good. This is great light. This is great lighting. Look at that figurado. Look at that. A nice point. Yeah, buddies. Running out of cheap cigars. Even these aren't cheap. I had some of the dollar smokes, but I'm like, I still want to taste a cigar a little bit. Look at that. How can you not do a V-cut? There's nothing wrong with the V-cut. I don't even want to grab that piece right there. Look at that. Look at that. How fine that is. Oh, man. Yeah, buddies. Getting her in right away. I'm tired. I worked out a lot. Check out the workout streams, people, if you want to see an old man. Whoa. I missed. It's 8 o'clock. I guess I still could have went to the event at the cigar place, but I'm here. I want to spend money that I don't have there. Hello to you. Let's pour some of this tea in here. Hopefully it doesn't fucking spill over. It's windy, real windy. What's up, everybody? Benjamin Lane. This is a cigar. You think a blunt? I could roll a blunt this big. A blunt this big would be what, like $300, you think? Like it's a 50 plus ring gauge, right? So it's pretty thick. You see how thick it is? All with weed, that'd be pretty expensive. I forgot what I used to put the lots of cedar. I wonder if there's something in my humidor that's a lot of money. No, these are cheap. These are cheap. These originally were $14 cigars. I bought them for like almost less than 6, like for $5 a piece. So I bought as many as I could. Hit up the subscriptions, people. Hit up the subs. Hit up the subs. If you could subscribe, I'd greatly appreciate it. That's mainly why I go live. I'm going to smoke the cigar anyways, but I mainly go live for the subscriptions. And I don't know why. Strong cedar now. It's just in this box. It's in its original box, I believe. Or did I put it in the Macanudo box? It's in a cedar box, right? Maybe because these I have aging. How much do you smoke? Luis is asking how much I smoke. During the summer, I'll smoke at least 1 to 2 a day. In the summertime. Wintertime, man, I almost got fucking frostbite. A lot less. I would say even still in the summertime, like right now, I'm smoking only twice a week. Like the evenings are perfect. Like right now is the time to smoke. Yeah, I smoke when I feel like it. It's not an addiction where I have to smoke every morning, or I want one every morning or every afternoon. I used to when I worked in a cigar shop. I would have one all the time. 1 in the morning. I smoke a lot of cigars. I don't smoke cigars as much as I used to, but I still smoke enough cigars, a lot of cigars. But for the most part, I would say coming up, depending on my time, when I was drinking, I was definitely smoking more because I would drink a cigar. Drink a cigar, basically like drinking a cigar, smoke a cigar as I was getting drunk and drinking, even after work. So I'd come home after work and sit out here in the cantina, right? I would sit here in the cantina and have a cigar as I was doing the same thing, just with drink. And I would do that almost every night, right? I don't know if I would do that right now purely out of cost. I don't have any inexpensive cigars right now. I got a couple here and there, but it's funny, man. I normally love these cigars, and it looked great. It's a fantastic looking cigar. Lots of cedar, man. It's because they're aging without their wrappers. They are by themselves. They're in a cedar box. I don't know, man. Are you holding Tudix? Oh, I don't know what that is, Mad Mike. I don't know what that is, brother. Read it slow. Holding 2 dicks. Oh, are you holding 2 dicks? It's like I'm holding 2 dicks. 2 dicks. Let me hold my dick. I'm holding 2 dicks. Just like if you know Harry P. Hunt. Do you guys know Harry Hunt? Yeah, then they don't like that. I was thinking of the. You'll be using that one. Oh, holding two dicks. No, I don't. Yeah, I probably won't use that one. I tend not to chat those kinds of jokes when I'm chatting. Maybe I should. Hit up the subscriptions if you can, people. Mr. Two Dicks, Mike Two Dicks, Mad Mike the Two Dick guy. If you could subscribe, I'd greatly appreciate it. Anybody come in and subscribe, I'd appreciate it. Just try to relax. Still so tense, even though I had good news today. Thank you, Luis. I appreciate that, brother. Alanis, Luis G. Alanis. And the G is for good. The G is for God. No, I can't say God. And the G is for gorgeous. And the G is for great. Luis the Great Alanis. All right? Should be thinking, people. There, that cedar bite's gone for now. I don't know how it's all going to turn out, man. I don't know what it's been with my cigars lately. That they're, even in the end, they've had a little more tartness to it, a lot more of that resin quality of late. It could be me. Are my taste buds changing? Is that possible? I got to just smoke these a little slower too. I've been smoking the cigars way too fast. And I have no idea why. I'm talking, I have no idea. Even this is going by so fast. It's like smoking so quickly. I'm like, what the fuck? I just started this thing and we're already like finished with the first quarter almost. You know what I mean? It's not dry. It feels good. I should actually get one of those hydrometers where I can measure each cigar. Oh, I don't smoke cigarettes at all. I don't get drunk anymore. So, that's not true, Luis. I don't get drunk anymore, but I know when I will smoke a cigarette, and it's ironic. And in fact, I won't be the only one. I saw something about Everest, for example. They were at the top of Everest. They were like ready to ascent the last summit, the summit or the last portion of the fucking mountain. And there was a plastic bottle of Coca-Cola there, which I don't know. Maybe it blew on there from the bottom and somehow got up there. But if you were to, I think that if you were to drink it, first of all, I don't even know if the pressure, if it were full, if it would, like, you're up above, how the pressure changes, right? Like, and then also if you drink it, that gas, right? Like if you drink the carbonation up at that altitude, it more than likely, I think, will kill you. Am my physics correct? The higher altitude increases blood pressure. I know it lowers the oxygen for sure, but what does the lower oxygen do? And then what does it do to a gas? What does high altitude do to a gas? I could look right now, but okay. So going to your question, Luis, when I climb mountains, I like smoking weed. I'll smoke a joint like when I go to the top of a big hill or something. Or also like if I go to the desert, I don't mind it not as much in the woods. I like cigars in the woods, which again doesn't fucking make any sense. But if I'm on the beach, like in Baja or in a desert someplace, like in Texas or New Mexico or someplace in Mexico, like I'm on a desert farm, I'll smoke a cigarette for some reason, especially in the desert. I have no idea why. I have no idea why, but I'll have a cigarette. It's fucking hot, nasty out there. There's no fucking vegetation in this desert. Fucking for some reason, smoking a cigarette, you just taste it and it gives you a little buzz and I don't know, it just does something. So yeah, but no, I like cigars. I don't smoke cigarettes. Smoking cigarettes for me is unique occasion. Now it's gonna be few and far between because I don't know when I'll be in the desert and I'll be climbing fucking mountains, you know. That's to be determined. But yeah, I like cigars. Yeah, this cigar is much better now. That cedar has leveled off. It's got the other notes to it. The other flavors are coming out. Smoke it slowly. Just relax, Roberto. I want to play music, but I'm scared of YouTube fucking giving me a strike, which it shouldn't fucking matter. Then again, it's taken me so long with this channel to get where I'm at that I want to stay there or here. Real nice. Yeah, these are good. Now they're good. Can't always go right out the jump with a cigar. I like to, of course, but can't always go with that first note, that first impression. Matters in life. It does matter. That wind's picking up. What happened to the paint? Oh, okay. Some healthy food you got there. Two people watching. These are man boobs. Man boobs. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. check something out here. I have to make a change on my garden lights here. On the lights. Nice, well rolled. Mm-hmm. I forgot to send that text. I'm gonna play some music and hopefully YouTube doesn't get me. .406 subscribers. Wow, I'm doing good. Keep it coming, people. Keep it happening. I appreciate it, man. There we go. Not in my teeth. Oh. last thing almost fell on my feet. We need more tea. Hit the subscription buttons if you can. Come on in. Hit the sub button, please. We're on our way to the next 100. And 100 after that, then another 100. Yeah, that cedar's come back now. It can mellow with it. That's a question I'm going to have for the cigar dudes. Mosquitoes are back. This is the mosquito hour right now. Fortunately, I'm okay. I'm doing all right. hit her again. I wonder if that's my palate. It can't be. It's got to be something in the way I'm aging them. Maybe it's the cigar. I don't know. This is La Aurora Figurado, Ray.
something's up with my humidor, man. Something's up with my cigars. I'm a little worried. I don't know if it's I'm smoking them too fast or the way I'm storing them. They're getting almost too strong of a cedar taste. And in addition to that, they're getting a very, like when I'm getting close to the finish here, a lot more are starting to more taste too resiny. So I'm a little concerned because this isn't just the first cigar that's doing that. And it's not just, like they're all different cigars and they're all stored a little bit different in my same humidor with different boxes. I don't know. The humidity should be good. The humidity should be good. I don't know what it is, man. I don't know what it is. I am concerned, though. It's not mold. So everything should be good. Everything should be all right. My question for the cigar professionals is if there's a possibility, because I keep it in a cedar box without the cellos, and even though I've had these now for a couple of years, is there the possibility that too much cedar is molding into the cigar? Are they too humid? It doesn't feel too humid. It's possible that it's too humid. Ray, I need to, I have measurements in the humidor, but I don't measure the cigar humidity. And maybe I need to do that as well. I need to invest in the little thing that I thought I didn't need it or didn't want it, but I might need to invest in it so that I know what's going on. Looking healthy and good, thank you. I don't know, I don't see it myself, so I appreciate that. That's a banger. Ray, I guess there is something to be said for stopping drinking, getting drunk like every night. Not like, or your friends, like that are weekend warriors. I did it every night, and I guess it was not just taxing my body, but it like health-wise, but it was probably also taxing just my appearance. When you're drunk, you don't care. Like when you're drinking, you don't give a shit, right? You're drinking, you don't really care. Oh, I'm thinking Roundtree takes it, man. Roundtree is more acclimated to the environment, and Roundtree is an actual cleaner striker. Doesn't have the power. He's just got to avoid the power, and he doesn't wrestle. He's got to avoid that power. He's got to avoid his instinct of Muay Thai of taking one and then giving one. He's got to be more evasive, close distance, and work on the inside, work his dirty boxing a little bit better. It's going to be hopefully a boring fight, but I'm on Roundtree to win a boring decision, right? Boring decision, just out point, out activity, out kick, because yeah, the height makes a difference, but in this case, it won't make that much of a difference because Hill doesn't have good kicks. That stupid motherfucker should have been developing his kicking game a long time ago. He's got good hands, and he's got power in his hands. If he had developed his kicks like Pieta, like if you went and worked with somebody on his kicks, I mean, he was a champion by luck, right? He just happened to fall, and he starched everybody. He got the opportunity. Very fortunate guy in his career to be where he's at and to be who he is in the UFC. He's very fortunate. Like, I think he got a title shot because he was knocking everybody out. He had like 6 KOs, right? He's very fortunate to be where he's at, but he hasn't developed his game, right? He hasn't developed his game, and he doesn't kick. Roundtree doesn't kick enough, but I still think he's the cleaner striker. He should take this. Most of the other rest of the card, with the exception of Fiziev and Bahamundes, is garbage. That Rafael Fiziev and Bahamundes. What's Bahamundes? Ignacio Bahamundes. That's going to be a great fight right there. It should be even money. Bahamundes was a slight favorite. You know, it's going to be a good ass fight. Fiziev is a bad dude. But where Bahamundes is going to have the advantage is Fiziev doesn't kick either. His kicking game is horrendous. He's, you know, for being an instructor in Muay Thai, you know, Baha doesn't want to go with the decision with Fiziev because Fiziev is going to be more active, right? He's got the better cardio too. Bahamundes will tire because he's got the lankier body. He expends a lot more energy. He's got the volumes. Both of them are volume strikers, but I think it is going to go to a decision. And if Bahamundes wrestles, which he can do, like that's why he's working, you know, with Bilal Muhammad, and he came here to Chicago, was to work on his wrestling. He's got good jiu-jitsu. People don't realize that. Bahamundes got really good jiu-jitsu, and he's got the frame for it, but he doesn't use it because his father was a kickboxer, a Peruvian kickboxer. We see, but Bahamundes, if he worked on his power and he's got the kicks, it's going to be tough finishing Fiziev. I don't think he finishes him, but I think he wins. I think he outpoints Fiziev using his clinch game and his wrestling and the kicks to stay away from Fiziev. Ballard Muhammad, Fever Dream Live. Yeah, Bilal. Hey, you know, Ballard helped Ignacio Bahamundes. He's been training together with them. I think Bilal's going to have a good future as a coach. He's got a good head. What's up, Ballard? He's got a good head, you know. Bilal's underrated. People think he's overrated. He's not. It just took him so long to get where he was because he was in the, you know, and we see how fucking good this dude really is, right? The previous champ. Usman, right? Usman having, you know, dominated for so long. You know, he dominated that. You know, Kamaru Usman dominated, and it was hard for Bilal or anyone to get that opportunity. What you? I think JDM, you know, it goes back like we were talking about, Willard, is the development in one's game. And we saw JDM working with Craig Jones and Volkanovski. Those guys have been working on their wrestling and their jiu-jitsu so much. And Aussie dudes, man, they come and get it. Those dudes want to scrap. Aussie dudes they're crazy, man. They're crazy tough, too. Very strong, right? Very strong fighters and very cerebral, very smart. Like JDM was smart, man. He got up right away. Every time Bilal fucking took him down, he got up so quick. And he's a better striker than Bilal. Right? JDM just has better boxing. Bilal's problem is that he is undersized. Australia's best base for MMA. They have great coaches there. You know, Volkanovski's coach. You look at City Kickboxing, good kickboxing, great training environment. Australia, like they have water there, ocean. They have, you know, small mountains, right? Desert for heat. Like they're tough dudes there. They're for sure. They're legit athletes. Like great swimmers come from Australia. They got great baseball there. The rugby is the most underrated race yourself. You come from a land down under. Yeah, I hate that they always play that song. Although there's some other Australian good bands and other Australian good music, but everybody always remembers Dan Down Under. Isn't In Excess from Australia as well? They're gone, all right, because the lead singer died a long time ago. But Australia, like Craig Jones is fucking, even though he's a freak, he's a weirdo. Now he's a weirdo because he's getting fame and he's at the end of his career where he should be being weird, doing his promotion, traveling, doing and helping other fighters. Craig Jones is doing everything correct. Yeah, and we saw that with Joaquin Buckley. Joaquin Buckley, now he wants to train. Of course, he wants to train with Kamaru Usman and his coaches, but he's had problems training with people. But physically gifted fighter, athletically just so gifted, right? If he had trained with the right people, and he might be peaking now, and it might be too late for him, but maybe not. Like if he could train for the next 2 years with, a better wrestling coach and even a better boxing coach, he could really be dangerous. Because Buckley was, Kamaru did not want to scrap with Buckley at any point of that fight. Bilal would, he took, Kamaru hit him pretty good, and he took those shots, and then every time he was giving one back to Kamaru, he was hurting Kamaru. But Kamaru was just busier and just had that wrestling. And it wasn't even that great of wrestling, right? It wasn't even that great. It's just that Buckley's takedown defense was so bad, and obviously no get-up game. Like his get-up game was non-existent until the last round. His get-up game was good, and then his takedown defense was good. So he figured it out in the fight, but it was way too late in the 5th round. Hit up the subscriptions, folks. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe, people. I'd appreciate the subs. Subscribe. I appreciate any subs that come through, people. Yeah, Ray, people don't realize he's getting better, but he is just a showboat, big personality. He starts trouble with everybody, and he was notorious for hurting his training partners. He's almost like Kamzat, where he goes 100 all the time, and he got kicked out of every gym, like in St. Louis, where he's from. Like nobody would train with him in the whole area, not just in Missouri, but everywhere. In the whole Midwest, he can't go anywhere because he's got that reputation already of not holding back and hurting his training partners. And we learned, like with Sean O'Malley, you gotta have training partners. It isn't just the wrestling. It's like, dude, you gotta train with other people. Like, yes, you're gonna be giving up some of your secret sauce. People are gonna get a look at you and see who you are, how you fight and stuff, but iron strengthens iron, and that's why those Australians are doing really good, because look who they got. They had 2 champions and a jiu-jitsu champion in their ranks, right? Like 2 champions, big time. And they have other kickboxing champions, but they had like 2 UFC champions, or 1 UFC champion, now 2, and then other UFC people in the UFC that are good in MMA. And then they had Craig Jones, one of the best jiu-jitsu and wrestling guys. He's a pretty good wrestler too. You get one of the best jiu-jitsu grappling guys in the world, if not ever, like in the game. And then you got like Volkanovski, who's fucking a demon, a madman, right? And then coaches there that made those fighters and made those people. It's like, you gotta have help. And I don't think hit up the subscriptions. I don't think that, like, for example, O'Malley's gonna change. Look at Corey Sandhagen. He's been everywhere. Trains with a lot of different people. Usman trained over there in Florida, and he trained in Colorado. Trained with a lot of different people, right? Pieta Alex Pieta trains with everybody. He goes everywhere and trains in Asia, trains in Europe, trains. Khamzat too. Khamzat Chimaev trains with a lot of people. That's why he's going to be a force to reckon with in that bout against Duplessis, because he's definitely got the better training partners. People forgot the name. Remember the name? Corey trains with Usman and the team. That's Corey. I don't see Merab losing the belt anytime soon. No way. Yeah, I think he'll take. No, I don't know if he'll sub Sandhagen. He's gonna wrestle fuck Sandhagen. Sandhagen will play too much off of his back, and will try to get up. And Merab is so smart, man. He's got such a good fight IQ, and I think if it wasn't for Sterling, I think he could beat Sterling. And he didn't want to fight Sterling, but he would have beat Sterling too. So he's a champion now, and obviously he's a better champion than Sterling, because Sterling defended his title once or twice, and then finally lost it. Right? So I think that Merab is pound for pound one of the top fighters right now. Best wrestler in mixed martial arts of all time. He beat George St. Pierre's most takedowns, right? And his average too. He averages something like fucking 8 takedowns a fight. That's insane. His control time is ridiculous too. Yeah, Merab is. If he just Merab just should stay where he's at. He doesn't need to go and have these super fights. Stay at his weight class and let the dudes come to him and fight. Do what Pantoja's doing, right? Pantoja can move up and down, and he shouldn't. I think Ilia Topuria made a mistake. I think Topuria going to 155 is going to cost him. I don't know if he's going to have the same power, right? He's going to have, I don't know if he's even going to have the same speed. Same for Islam. Islam going up is problematic for him too. Him going up the weight class is not a gimme. It's not a gimme, right? I think Charles has a very good chance of beating Topuria. He's bigger, longer. Topuria is not as strong as Makhachev, right? In terms, once he gets someone on the ground, he's slick on the ground, but he's not as strong. And Oliveira has, beyond the submissions, his great kick game, great kicking, good striking. I'm favoring Oliveira in that one. The problem with Oliveira right now is that he is aging, even though he's a good age. He's active, and he's got so many other things going on. Like, he's got his horse racing, he's got his family. He helps all the other people at Shoot Box, at where he's at in Brazil. It's just like is it Alex Moreno, right, from Mexico? Like, he's still good and he's training, but all that fame, when you get to finally the championship, and then Moreno was there for a year in Mexico doing just news. Everybody wanted a piece of him. So he's doing the news, traveling all throughout Mexico, traveling all throughout the Spanish-speaking world, and you lose that edge, and then you lose sight of you're doing more news shit, and you're doing more appearances, and he's got to do it. Smart for him, because Assassin Baby is going to be good once he gets on the mic. He's got a future as a commentator. Well-spoken, great presence, good voice, good-looking guy. And that's the other thing these guys don't realize. If I were Alex Moreno, even if I were Volkanovski, I would go talk to I would take some acting classes and speaking classes now. Learn to get better on the microphone and try to get yourself a spot, if not with the UFC, then with PFL or with one of the organizations. Try to get a career in the sport after you're fighting. whether that's judging, whether it's refereeing, not necessarily promotion, whether it's coaching, right? Like Oliveira is I think he's invested more into his he's a farm guy, he's a cowboy, right? Like that's what a lot of people don't realize. Like even Australians and Brazilians are big into the whole Western cowboy life. They're cowboys. Yeah, they're cowboys. So, like, mixed martial arts is tough for a career, man. Tough to make a living, man. You know, you gotta use that social media. You gotta invest well. Invest your money well. Work with good people. Not fuck people over. Just like in other businesses, like establish your network and nurture that network. Right? And there's a lot of the UFC guys, mixed martial arts guys, it's tough for them. It really is tough to make a living, especially after your career is done. There isn't a lot left for them. But certain guys like Oliveira should definitely take an acting class too and get on the mic in Portuguese in Brazil. Start, trying to get a desk job in Brazil with the UFC. Get on a desk, man. You've done everything you need to do. You're right at the cusp. And also go out on top. Like Valentina Shevchenko, a lot of people saying she should fight Wang Li. She doesn't need to, right? She should just get better on the camera and come to the U.S. and get a desk job. Or she could go and do it in Spanish or Russian. She speaks like fucking 6 languages or 7 languages or something like that. Go out on top. There's so many fighters, even Valentina, like in the last fight with Manon Fiorot, after she won that fight, I thought she should have retired. Khabib did it right, man. Khabib went out on top with that belt, just like George St. Pierre. I'm done. Win your championship, go out on top, have your fighting legacy, and do other things, Diversify your portfolio, diversify your money-making skills, your media skills. Even O'Malley, as young as he is, if he's got enough money, he could invest in I think he comes from money too, but he could invest in something in Montana, right? And buy a farm, retire, nurture his family, get in front of the mic, start like O'Malley could be a promoter, start like a local promotion, right? Something smaller, right? And he should retire too almost. It's going to be tough for anybody right now if Sandhagen loses to Merab, which I think he will. And I love me some Corey Sandhagen. I love fucking Sandhagen. But I think Merab wins that. I think Merab takes that. And Corey Sandhagen, these guys should, and Merab with another couple of victories, like 2 more victories, he should hang it up. But again, it's so hard, man. They've been doing it their whole life. They don't know anything else but fighting, but MMA. I don't know. Ray is off tonight, huh? No, we're not working Friday night, Ray. Maybe he has a break. We're to come visit Ray at the restaurant. I don't know when, but we're going to visit you. They haven't taken down the stream so far with this music. Maybe because it's not licensed. It's like somebody on YouTube. Hopefully it's okay. Yeah, the UFC has issues right now, and fighters, they're really backed into a corner, man. Something's got to give. I just think they got to get paid more. You know, Dana crushed the union, and he's crushing the laws too with Trump. I think did they get rid of the Ali Act? I don't think the Ali Act is even I guess Papa Dana had a lot to do with that too. Beautiful night here. Beautiful night, people. Yeah, the bitterness. You gotta find out. Find out what's up with the cigars. Yeah, I'm not gonna smoke the rest of this. It's nice smoking, but it's a little too resin. A little too bitter. Could be the humidity. Maybe they're too humid? That is possible. Gotta find out. Gotta figure this out. It was enjoyable in certain areas, but started off with a little too much cedar, and then had almost that bitter quality a little too early. I could see if it's here and it tastes bitter, right? When it's this smoked and this small, but like it started early. All right, people. I'm dropping the stream. I'm just chilling. I already sort of just chilled. Thank you for joining the stream. If you've made it this far, you are about better. I appreciate you guys joining me here. If you have subscribed, I appreciate that too. If you made it this far, you are about better. Have a good weekend. Let's for a good UFC event.